Jimmy here again, and this time we're going to talk about these three commands that are used to check out the last lines of a file or the first few lines of a file. And these are the command tail, like an animal tail, so T-A-I-L, tail, and then the other one is head, and the third is going to be watch. Okay, let's start with tail. So tail is used to view your last. By default, it shows you the last 10 lines within the file. Okay, let's check out this file right here first. Okay, this is where your user your user names are located. They're located in the etc/password passwd file. Okay, these are the different users. We have root and all the way down to whatever that is, SSHD. So these are the different users that we have on this computer. Okay, now as you can see, it's a lot of them, right? Let's say we wanted to display the last few down here, the last, say, 2, right? So the way you want to do that is tail. You want to go to the tail of the document. So in a way, this makes sense, right? You want to go to the tail of this document, right? So tail minus n as an extension, right, as an option, and then you want to specify the last 2, right, and then the path to your file. Okay, enter. So as you can see here, it gave us what, the last 2 lines of this path of this file, and we can verify and confirm that is, for instance, that is exactly correct. Okay, these 2 are the last 2 ones in this password user file. Okay, perfect. So if you don't want to specify how many you're looking for, let's say you just do that, right? By default, it's going to show you the last 10. Okay, it's gonna give you the last 10, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So basically it's gonna start from there down here, the last 10 by default, if you don't specify the option as we did here up here. Okay, and let's say so that's one way of visualizing the last 10 or the last 2 lines within a document, right? Let's say we are interested in there's this other option where you can say minus n plus 2, for instance, or plus 4, right? And in this case, the difference between this, see, there's a plus there, right? So that is telling this tail function to go find and print out, my all the users, right, in this directory etc/password, starting with line number 4 going all the way down to the very last one. Okay, so we're starting from line number 4 and then going to number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way down to the very last one. Okay, we are not just interested in the last 10 as what we did up here. Instead, in this instance, we are interested in everything from line number 4 all the way down. Okay, you can specify whatever number wherever you want to start, right? And you can check and verify that that is, for instance, the case. And let's scroll down up here. Let's go back up there. And so this is 1. Let's count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And see, this is line number 4. It starts with the sys. Okay, SYS is the user, sys for system. Okay, let's scroll back down. Let's verify that, see if that's the case. So here's our command, and as you can see, it started from sys, which was number 4, starting from the top, and then all the way down to the last one, sshd. So that's all about the tail command. Okay, and other than tail, we have the head command. So it's pretty much the same. Instead of this time being the head, the tail, the head is going to be the first. So by default, it's going to show you your first 10 lines. Okay, and by default, it's going to show you the first 10. So root is the first, and then the second, daemon, bean, sys, and then number 10 is your news. Okay, now you can also do pretty much all these different options. You can come in here and specify that you're interested in say the first 2. Okay, and so in this case, it's going to only show you the first 2 entries from this path, from this file. Okay, in this case, we only got the first 2. Okay, so you can do that, change a different path to this other group. These are the first 2 groups in the group file. Okay, or we could do 15, for instance, the first 15 groups. See, now we change the path to etc/group, and we are interested in the first 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to number 15. Let's say we are interested in yeah, I think it's pretty much the same. If we did like that, it will still be displayed in a similar way, right? The first 15 lines, and you can omit the n if you want, and do just the number. That also works. Okay, let's say you want to watch in real time. You want to watch your last few lines as new updates come in. Okay, so in that instance, you want to use the function, the command tail, tail, and option F, right? And then your extension, your directory where you are interested in kind of a monitoring, right? So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and start another shell to show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so up here I have another shell opened, and down here I'm going to run this command and this command, when we run this, it's going to be watching for any changes in this authentication authentication log file. And if there's any successes or failure, any new attempts to log in, it's automatically going to add it's going to add that new entry at the bottom, since we're using the tail function and the F to continuously watch for this. So let's go ahead and enter this, enter, and let's bring up that second terminal. Now let's attempt to log in as another user, the root user, in this other terminal. Okay, and I'm going to try to log in, of course, with the wrong password. Let's see if this is going to be caught down here in that first live watch function / tail command that we ran up here, down here. Okay, so the user password for root here, let me enter the wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna do that intentionally so that we see if the failure is gonna be captured down there. As you can see that. Did you see that new log come in? It says authentication failure. Okay, user ID 1000, also named Cloud DevOps, tried to log in and he failed. So that's what tail with -F is going to do for you. It's going to monitor in real time and display whatever changes happen as they happen for you to view, for you to visually see that. Okay. And again, there's another one that's actually built for such a purpose, right, of watching. And in this case, the function is, the command is watch, and you want to specify, say, watch if config. So it's going to watch for the if config continuously. Okay, now it's watching. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get my browser started, okay, so that I can generate some traffic. And what you're gonna notice is that the number of bytes and packets being transmitted, the transmitted packets and received packets is going to change as I start this browser. Okay, watch for that. Okay, see, we have 431, and this is going to be updating as I get my browser started. Okay, Firefox is starting. You see that? Okay, let me bring this up again, and let me say Linux. I'm going to search for Linux. As I do this, keep an eye on these packets down here on this side right here. You see them increasing. You see that up there? Yeah, you see that? 2000, it's increasing, right? So let me search, and as I'm searching using that Google search on Google, you can see these packets being updated in real time thanks to the watch function. To the watch command. Okay, pretty interesting, right? And you can obviously specify how often you want this to update. Okay, how about every 5 seconds? That's when we want this to update. Okay, so then in this case we specified that we want this watch function to be updating whatever it's watching every 5 seconds. So run that again, and after 5 seconds it's gonna update this. See, just updated. So 68, 79, and after another 5 seconds it's gonna update that again. See, 86, and so on and so on. So guys, again, to exit out of here, Control C, and just like that we're back here. So to review this, we have the tail command, we have the head command, and then we have the watch command. These three are going to help you view your files and be able to watch whatever you want, whatever process you want to watch, and in a nice clean way, right? Tail will give you the bottom whatever number of lines you want. Head will give you the top whatever number of lines you want, and then watch, and in combination with whatever options you want to use, will give you that capability of ability to monitor in real time whatever process or slash command you want to watch. Thanks for watching. I see you in the next video. Bye bye.